Welcome back to Rabbit Hole Stories, everyone, and happy Pizza Day.
Happy Pizza Day. Look what I got, Joel.
Yeah, you were a bit luckier than I was.
I thought it would be a good idea for me to eat this pizza on Bitcoin Pizza Day, and maybe the episode can last as long as it takes for me to eat this pizza. So I'm going to get cracking.
I mean, it will definitely last not longer than 25 minutes because
What sort of pizza do you think I got?
I'm looking at you.
Ooh, we had a bit of a sneak peek then.
I saw something red. I'm going something meaty. Do you got like a prosciutto or something?
Look what I've got.
Oh,
Look at
pepperoni.
that.
That's not
Italian
bad.
style charred sourdough bread and spicy pepperoni. I'm going to get
You gotta
stuck
feel
into
that
this.
twice tonight.
Mate, my guts are going to be in garters later today, but hey, this is the sacrifice for Bitcoin Pizza Day, guys.
Dig in.
Mm. Mate, it's a thin crust. It's delicious. And I didn't pay 10,000, no, yeah, 10,000 Bitcoin, wasn't it, for that pizza
Yeah.
back in 2010, which in today's money is an eye-watering, if we're talking in pounds, 216 million pounds. I've got to tell you, I didn't pay that much for this pizza. In the US
I mean,
dollars, that's like
mate, we live in
267
London.
million. Huh?
There's probably a pizza place in London offering pizza for like millions.
Mate, as delicious as this is, I will not part with 10,000 Bitcoin for it.
Fuck.
But you know what? That was the beginning of Bitcoin being used as a payment mechanism, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, obviously, for those of you not in the know, quick backstory: 22nd of May is Pizza Day when Jason Hayachi or something like this is his name. Actually wrote up a post on the Bitcoin talk forum saying he's hungry, he wants to buy two pizzas with Bitcoin, he's offering 10k Bitcoin. And bear in mind, back then you couldn't buy it. If you
Mm.
did, there was like some dodgy exchanges, so you had to mine it to spend it. And I think through some negotiations back and forth and figuring out
Do you
how
know
to
how many
do,
blocks you had to mine for that?
I did the calculation once. So back then he got 50 bitcoins as a block reward. He got 10,000
Like
bitcoins. So
200
he
blocks.
201 block probably to still not spend all of your Bitcoin. But I mean, 2010, there were probably like 20 miners online. So Satoshi was still mining at that point. I think.
My God.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, if only I'd discovered Bitcoin back then.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ian, would you have been technical advanced enough to get it? Because back then
No
it was
way,
really techy.
Jose. No way. I could, mate, my limitations on computers consisted of being quite agile at Word and competent at
At Paint.
Excel and a master at email. Other than that, that was it. So I had no chance really.
I reckon, by the way, I lost about 25 Bitcoin back in the days when I first set
Oh
up a
man,
couple of wallets.
you
Because
lost a couple.
I blatantly forgot to note down my private seeds, and then off you go, new laptop, and you forgot about that stuff. So, yeah,
Mate,
I would say about 25, maybe 20 to 25 is so roughly the number I left out somewhere in the ethos
my
as
heart
a
just sank for
donation.
you, Joel. But as you know, you've just made Bitcoin more rare, so thank you.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh,
And obviously, with those 10,000 Bitcoin as a transaction for those two pizzas, he paid, I think, roughly $41 at the time. That was sort of the first time where Bitcoin was actually priced in a fiat unit. So back then, you could get
that's
one
interesting. I
Bitcoin.
didn't know that.
Yeah, you could get one Bitcoin for $0.0041.
Oh wow.
It
Hmm.
hurts, doesn't it?
Wow. I don't know whether to feel nauseous eating this pizza or just like I'm enjoying it so much I can't feel nauseous. Wow. Mm.
uh,
Mate, so like, I wonder where those Bitcoin are now. I wonder who has those Bitcoins.
it's a good question. I mean,
Because
you could technically, yeah, okay, that's 13 years ago. I mean, you could technically open up the address
and
and just
trace
send
it.
it back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, and those of you who don't really know much about Bitcoin, there's a public ledger, and that's the blockchain, and you can trace back all the transactions that have ever been made in Bitcoin through the blockchain browser,
Mempool,
mempool,
Blockstream, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
blockstream.
Your own node, obviously, that's the best way to do it.
So,
But
are you getting hungry watching me eat this pizza? I'm 2 slices in, by the way, and there's 1, 2. Oh shit!
6
Did he
left.
forget a slice? 1. Hold on. Have they? Oh no, that's fine.
That was
Maybe
the
I've
whole
eaten-
pizza, mate. I've seen it.
Mate, it's just delicious.
You're just too greedy and eat too quickly.
It's a 12-inch, and I'm going to struggle eating all this, but I'm determined.
I'm not telling this all day. I'll tell the joke later on.
What, the 12-inch?
Yeah.
Get your mind out the gutter, Joel.
Do you like eating 12-inch things?
You have to ease it in gently first.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, I'll cut that out definitely. I lost my train of thought.
What's been going on in the Bitcoin lately? I know obviously we're in the back end of the Bitcoin conference, and we'll probably talk about that in a different episode. But what I do remember from the industry day, it was a little bit dull, the industry day, and it was full of shitcoins, right? A lot of crypto sort of content on the industry day. It was nice seeing Daniel Prince representing the UK and Joe Hall representing the UK on the panel. It's nice hearing the accent over there in Miami representing us over here in the UK.
Yeah, you hear the right accents and not the gummy worm, whatever it is.
Yeah. What do you think of the industry day so far? Well, I'll say so far, but...
Yeah, because we obviously record a bit in advance. It was a bit boring, honestly. Like, I tuned in, I listened to the talks, and this is honestly one of the reasons why I don't like to go to like too big of conferences now anymore, because it's always a bit of the same shit, if I'm honest. Like, I get if like newbies are there and you have to sort of say the same thing over and over again to get it into people's heads, but it did feel a bit boring. And if you actually look behind like this talking booth they're always coming back to with like Rizzo and all of these people, it looks a bit empty behind. I know it's industry day, but where have the ticket sales been going?
It does look empty. Now, I remember I bought early bird tickets. I bought 2 general access early bird tickets with the intent of going, but for whatever logistical reason I couldn't go, and that's why we held that competition for the 2 general access tickets to give away. And by the way, he seems to be having a nice time out there, which is really great.
Nice.
And he's gonna plug our show, which is nice as well. So hopefully we get a couple more subscribers on the back of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked a bit sparse in the background. And I bought the 2 early bird tickets, and obviously the price incrementally goes up nearer to the event itself. But there was a post or an email I got, or maybe I saw on Twitter, where they were they were selling the tickets back at the early bird price later on. It indicated to me that maybe they were struggling to get the numbers they wanted.
And honestly, it would explain why they took on quite a lot of shitcoin companies.
That's true.
Because also, if you look at like the sponsorship panels, there are some companies there which I know, like, because I talked to Rizzo in Amsterdam, where he's like, "Yeah, we're not going to get these people on again because you always get the struggles and these things."
Right.
And I definitely seen them again. So, at the end of the day, you have to make ends meet with these conferences. They're not cheap. Bitcoin Miami is probably the biggest, I guess.
Yes.
And it kind of shows that even though we are in our Bitcoin bubble, it's still like a small world we're living in compared to all of the other conferences and industries and such. But yeah, it was a bit of a dull start to the whole conference. I hope it picks up.
Mate, the only thing I know, like I wanted to go, but now I'm like, yeah, I can understand the whole sort of shitcoinery of it all as well. But the value of going to these conferences is not really what's on stage, it's the people that are there. And obviously there are some really significant names that are going to this conference, and I've seen some of like the pre-parties and the parties and the meetups that are going on, and I'm well jealous of it because I'm like, fucking hell, I'd love to be there in Hawaii like drinking amongst all these people and talking Bitcoin. And that, I think, is where the magic is, and that's where you get your money's worth, really. Albeit, you know, you're going there collectively as a Bitcoin group to sort of like as a homage to Bitcoin. So for me, you know, that's the important. And when we go to Prague, I'm not necessarily looking forward to who's on the panel and who's going to be talking about what, because let's face it, Joe, they're probably going to be talking about stuff we already know. Nothing's going to be really sensationalist in terms of any sort of big news coming out. I already know that, but what I'm most looking forward to is feeding the sort of energy in the room and sort of like being amongst all these people and just talking Bitcoin with people in Europe.
Yeah, it's all about the vibes. And I'm especially looking forward to you and I will be able to meet at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
of the people we've had on the show.
7, I think even 8 people we had on the show.
That's wicked.
8 people. So that's I think that's the number one thing I go to these things. And I was just interested in Prague because like I like Prague as a city.
I've never been.
It's very cheap, mate. That's why I like it.
Let's bring it on.
And obviously you'll get to talk to, you know, the companies who are really building the interesting things. So I'll be reaching out to a few Lightning companies, which I'm excited by. There's even one who is going to do a pizza party, speaking of the topic today. I just didn't get the invite yet. So as soon as I get it, maybe I'll be able to plug it into the show notes for people going to Prague as well.
Yeah, if you get into any secret parties, you're going to have to bring a +1, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're one pair, mate.
Mate, exactly. We come as one.
We're brothers.
Hey, and if you're going to Prague, guys, yeah, we are. Can't you tell the resemblance? We're going to be bringing quite a lot of stickers for your laptops when we're out there. So if you want to get hold of a Rabbit Hole Stories, fucking hell, I'm chewing like mad here. I'm dreading what this is going to sound like on YouTube with me munching this down in the mic. But hey,
I'll fix it at the edit.
Please, yeah.
You sort of
come and get yourself. Come and introduce. Come and introduce yourselves to us. Say hello, and you can get a sticker on the condition that you are subscribed to Rabbit Hole Stories. I think that's fair, isn't it, Joel?
Yeah, I mean, a sticker for subscribe. You
Mate, you can unsubscribe as soon as you like, you know, receive a sticker. I don't care. But... yeah. You'll get a kiss from Joelle if you subscribe. There you go.
Oh fuck no, I'm a back kisser. I think a lot of people can approve of that. Yeah, and also if you're at these conferences or even at meetups, like, you know, come by, say hello, say what's up if you have suggestions for the show. It should be an open discussion. We don't want it to be just an interview channel where you get to meet Bitcoiners.
Yeah, I'm not always right, so I get things wrong. I'm you know. Still learning, as we all are, and it's always an ongoing open conversation. I change my mind all the time. I say something and then I reflect on it and I think actually, but yeah, that's the only thing. So yeah, looking forward to that one, Joe.
How far is your pizza now?
Mate, I'm not going to finish this. I'm struggling.
I've managed. It looks like a struggle.
Well, hamster mouth at the moment. I've managed. All I've managed is 6 inches of my 12 inches. See, 12 inches is too big. I've got to build up for the 12. Should we just leave it there, Joe?
Today? Yes. Obviously,
happy Bitcoin
today.
Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day, guys.
Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Get yourself a pizza, why not? And hopefully see you in Prague. If not, we'll see you on the show next time.
See you then.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.